How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're delving into some paranormal mysteries that are absolutely chilling. But before we do, remember to hit that subscribe button for more mysterious content just like this.
Have you ever glanced out into your backyard on a clear night to see strange shadows or moving figures? You may have simply rubbed your eyes while assuming that you were seeing things. After all, the night is full of sights and sounds that can be explained away by bouncing moonlight, rustling leaves, or rambunctious wildlife. However, this video seems to have captured some otherworldly action that is a little more difficult to explain away. Very little is known about the origins of this footage, other than it was recorded on the 7th of October 2016 and appears to have been captured on a home security camera. Watching the video, you can see what seems to be a ghostly figure making its way across the yard. The wispy shape first appears from a doorway and begins to slowly walk through the darkness. Its hunched posture is similar to that of an old and frail person. This is certainly a very interesting ghost video. However, as is often the case with clips of this nature, there's very little information available for analysis. So what do you think? Has the home security camera actually captured proof of the afterlife? Or could there be another explanation for this creepy footage? In this video, uploaded to Facebook by River Vaughn, we see a hotel room that could be possibly under attack by a very powerful poltergeist. It seems that Vaughn documented his time in this room of horrors and shared the result with his friends on Facebook back in 2015. While the footage doesn't actually show a ghost or spirit on film, what is captured looks far more terrifying.
Holy oh my god.
The ceiling appears to have the rhythmic motion of a heartbeat, almost as though the building itself is alive. However, the rest of the room appears to remain unshaken.
I don't know what is going on.
The camera holder keeps steady footing while filming the footage. This helps to rule out the possibility of the hotel structure moving as a result of external force or impact. Unfortunately, we don't know much about the hotel where the activity was captured. However, Vaughn does mention that he was staying somewhere in Texas. He also notes that the footage was taken on a windy day. Could the wind alone be responsible for such a creepy occurrence, or is there really something supernatural seen in this clip? It may be impossible to determine unless someone comes forward and confirms there is indeed a mysterious breathing hotel room somewhere in Texas.
We need a new hotel room. Yeah, that.
Paranormal investigator Greg Newkirk believes he was attacked by a ghost while visiting the Ohio State Reformatory. This is a claim that might ordinarily be dismissed as the fantastical hype of a supernatural enthusiast. However, the cameras were actually rolling when it happened. In this footage, uploaded to the YouTube channel Planet Weird, Newkirk visits the property with fellow investigators Dana Matthews, Mike Smith, and a former OSR inmate. The group plans to make contact with a ghost that is said to haunt the reformatory's infamous chair room.
He shoved me before. I don't care.
At one point, Newkirk claims to be pushed before being scratched across the back by an invisible malevolent force. We see Newkirk complain of a burning sensation on his skin as he lifts up his shirt.
Is there 3 of them now?
No.
How many you got there? Yeah, there's 3. 1, 2, 3.
This one's wide.
He reveals what appears to be 3 very large and fresh claw-like marks etched across his back.
That's crazy.
It is.
I never have experienced anything like that.
The Ohio State Reformatory is what you might call the perfect setting for paranormal activity. The historic prison was built between 1886 and 1910 and remained operational until 1990. However, a United States federal court ruling eventually ordered the building to be closed. The facility seemed destined to become a hotbed for the supernatural almost from the beginning. It was built on a piece of land that had been used as a training camp for soldiers during the Civil War. The first batch of prisoners arrived by train before being put to work on helping to complete the prison's sewer system and external stone wall. Ultimately, the prison faced lawsuits stemming from inhumane conditions and was forced to close its doors for good in 1990. Of course, lots of activity has taken place at the prison since closing. Besides being the location of numerous ghostly encounters, it's been featured in several films, including The Shawshank Redemption and Air Force One. Additionally, performers like Marilyn Manson and Lil Wayne have used imagery from the facility for their promotional materials. So what do you think? Is this old reformatory really haunted? Let me know what you think in the comments section below.
I never have experienced anything like that.
Have you ever met an adult who enjoys doll collecting? A woman named Sherry Schoon was videotaping her creepy doll collection when something rather chilling occurred. In the footage, which was later uploaded to the YouTube channel The Doll Asylum, you can clearly see that one of the dolls appears to move its hand without contact from anyone or anything. Some people have been quick to try and debunk this spontaneous snippet of paranormal activity by saying that someone situated outside of the camera's view may have adjusted the arm. However, it's unlikely that this explanation would be enough to give anyone the confidence to spend a night alone in this scary room. Is there really a possessed doll hiding among this impressive but creepy collection? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. This next piece of potential ghost footage needs a little bit of context to be fully appreciated for all its terrifying details. It was filmed on the famous Shades of Death Road in Warren County, New Jersey. This ominously named stretch of road along the east coast of the United States is the subject of much folklore. 3 very brutal murders occurred on this road during the 1920s and 30s. Additionally, the complicated twists and turns in the road have supposedly caused an unusually high number of fatal car crashes over the years. Drivers who may find themselves stranded by a flat tire or overheated engine on Shades of Death Road are particularly vulnerable to disaster too, due to the packs of wild cats that supposedly inhabit the nearby swamp known as Cat Hollow. Reports of ghost sightings along New Jersey's Shades of Death Road are not new. The fog that routinely encompasses the road makes it easy to feel like you're in a scene from a horror movie. Drivers claim to have witnessed apparitions on the road. However, the paranormal activity reported is usually just stories of creepy things that people say they've seen. In this video, uploaded to YouTube by user Tetra, many believe that a ghost can be seen moving in and out of the light. Some who have viewed the footage, which was captured along an undisclosed area of the infamous road, also claim to have seen a face appear out of the darkness. However, others dismiss it as nothing more than a flash of light caught on camera. While the footage is dark and grainy, there certainly does appear to be something unusual present. A white, ethereal-like cloud seems to move to and fro, coming closer towards the camera before disappearing and reappearing once more. What do you think this footage shows? Does it really prove there is a supernatural being haunting this stretch of old road, or is it little more than an optical illusion? Love to get your thoughts on this mysterious piece of footage in the comment section down below. Before we get to that #1 spot and take a look at some creepy footage of an old mansion in Houston, Texas, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there. That way you'll get notifications every time we upload a new scary video. This video, uploaded to the YouTube channel Hugo Blog, was captured by a group of friends who decided to film their visit to the abandoned Minitex mansion in Houston, Texas. The fact that this particular mansion has a reputation as a hotspot for paranormal activity makes the situation even scarier. The formerly pristine halls of this estate were damaged by vandals and trespassers, as it sat unsold on the market for years. One only has to do a little bit of research to discover that it was also the site of an unsolved homicide. In the footage, we see the group as they investigate various areas of the mysterious home. However, what they capture towards the end of the video will likely send chills down your spine. As they enter a particularly dark area of the mansion, they appear to inadvertently capture a ghostly child peering through a window. The figure looks like a younger girl with pale skin and long black hair. She also appears to be wearing some sort of gown. Is this the ghost of a former resident of this infamous mansion? Perhaps the property wasn't as abandoned as first thought. Unfortunately, it seems unlikely that anyone will ever be able to verify whether this building really was haunted. It burned to the ground shortly after this footage was taken. Locals say that a new home is being built in its place.
If you want to see some more freaky videos, then check out that link on the top there. Otherwise, there's a scary playlist right there that you can binge on for hours and hours. Now, if you want to get your name scrolling along the top there, consider supporting our Patreon campaign. There's a link in the description box below. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time. Peace!